So before starting the session, let us fix a result. Before starting the session, let us fix our agenda, guys, please. So today we are going to be discussing about what is DevOps, what is AWS. We are going to be discussing this. What is DevOps? What is AWS? And by end, we are going to be conclude difference between AWS versus DevOps. This is exactly our agenda for today. So before starting the session, let us overview of this course. What exactly this course? So what we are going to be, let us try to understand this. So this course is designed with DevOps plus AWS plus Linux basics with shell script. The total duration of this 4.5 months plus. So if you want to join in this course, some prerequisites are required. Linux basics is required. Shell script is required. No programming, Java, .NET, Python is not required. So to practice, you require a laptop with this configuration. It is a mandatory. Freshers can join in this course. Experienced students can join in this course. And any graduate can also join in this course. So which are all the benefits if you join in this course, please? A daily class recordings via Google Drive. After the payment, you will receive. From date of registration, you're going to be accessing 11 months. Resume preparation, interview question and answers, 4 live real-time projects, 80% of soft materials I will be providing with you. Our course starts with very basic level and ends with what? An advanced. And each and every class is a practically oriented session. So what I'm implementing in the class, the same thing you need to implement on the same day in your laptop. After completion of course, you will receive a certificate from our institute. A daily 1 hour class we are going to be discussing. So 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. The classes are Monday to Saturday. Classes are Monday to Saturday. Monday to Saturday. So sometimes we have a Sundays also. But prior to one day, I'll inform you at least monthly once. So you're going to be paying 12,000 rupees. So for full DevOps, full AWS, for daily recordings, you're going to be paying for 12,000 for these 3. And once, yeah, I hope you understood. So this is the admin contact number 9297-9297-77. Any you can contact regarding fees or how to payment, any admin kind of question you can able to approach. You can WhatsApp or call for anyone. And it is a course content. So what we are going to be covering in this 4.5 months to 5 months. So I'm going to be discussing with you. So you can able to see course overview, which I have explained right now, course content, and AWS content. AWS content. DevOps content. It is around maybe 20 pages of DevOps content. Please revise once. What I'm going to be covered. Look at once. And what exactly AWS? In AWS, which are all the services I'm going to be covering? Look at once. It is around maybe 10 pages. So I'm going to be share this information in the chat box. Please be get it out. Please be get it out. Fine. So before starting this session, let me introduce myself. My name is Maha. I have totally 15 years of IT experience. So my career starts as a Java developer. Then I turn as a DevOps engineer from last 5 years onwards as a senior DevOps engineer, including AWS and Azure. This is in exactly my profile. So before starting the session, so I want to clarify with you these 3 questions. So what is the first question I'm going to be asking you, please? Application. What is application? Second question is what? What is a server? Third question is what exactly, please? What is SDLC? What is an application? What is a server? What is SDLC? First, we are going to be discussing about what is an application. Application is always a website. Application is always a website, like a Flipkart or Amazon. We are calling as what? Application. What is an application? Application is nothing but what? The working software, which is written any programming like Java, .NET, Python, we calling as what? Application. That application we are going to be placing on servers. We're going to be placing on servers. Once if it is placing on servers, we are going to be accessing over a internet as a website. So I hope you people are understands very clearly what is an application, what is a server. So develop a software by using Java, .NET, Python. That software we're going to be placing on servers. Then we are going to be accessing over internet as a website. But third question is what exactly? What is SDLC? What is SDLC? What is an exactly SDLC, please? Do you have an idea, anybody? Do you have anybody idea, please? Anybody, do you have an idea what is an SDLC? SDLC is a software development lifecycle. SDLC is a software development lifecycle. In this SDLC, server is just like your laptop, which have a huge computing power like this. On top of the server, we're placing our application. Server is just for deploying our applications as of for today. And what about SDLC, guys? Please tell me. What is an exactly SDLC? Software development life cycle. Software development life cycle. By using SDLC, we can produce an application, a software, and deploying our application, deploying on hundreds of servers, means placing on hundreds of servers. We are going to be accessing over internet. What is an SDLC? By using SDLC, we can produce a software to do business in internet like a Flipkart. So if you want to produce a Flipkart kind of website, can able to build overnight in a single day? No. But we need to follow stages like analysis, design, implementation, testing, deploy, and maintenance. What is an exactly analysis? Analysis is nothing but what? Gathering information. How exactly login page, registration page, payment gateway, and each and every information about this business. So it will be gather, and top of information, it will be analysis. Based on analysis, so our architects will be design. Design is nothing but what? Plan. Design is nothing but what? Plan. According into the plan, our developers will implement the lines of code by using Java, .NET, Python, any program. Once if it is in implement, whether it is working or not, our testers will be verified. Once if it is verified, we are going to be placing the software on hundreds of servers. We are calling as what? Deployment. Once if it is in accessing, once if it is placing our application on hundreds of servers, we are going to be accessing as a website. As a website. So I hope you people are understand. After successfully deploying, whether it is working or not, we are going to be monitor and maintenance. Entire this flow we are calling as what? SDLC. SDLC. So I hope you people are understand very clearly what is SDLC. In SDLC, several people like developers are writing code, testers are verifying, architects will be designed, DB administrators are working, AWS admins are working, DevOps engineer also working. Developers may write a code. Developers can write the code. Testers can verify the software. But what about DevOps engineer here? Understood. So what exactly roles and responsibilities as a DevOps engineer we are going to be discussing right now. So on SDLC, we are going to be implementing DevOps process. What is a DEV is nothing but what? Software development. What is exactly OPS? Software operation. Software development plus operation we are calling is what? DevOps. DevOps is a process. It is not a technology. DevOps is a process. It is not a technology like Java, .NET is not a technology. So this process, it's going to be implementing from dev environment to operation. It's going to be implementing from development to operation. That means we are part of coding, build, test, release, deploy, operation, monitoring. But to be frankly, we are not writing any coding. We are not writing any test case. Just we are going to be implementing a DevOps process. Just we are going to be implementing a DevOps process. So what is in exactly DevOps? DevOps is an automated process which can be implemented from dev environment to operation. Usually what will happen? Developers are keep on writing the lines of code. These lines of code which you are calling as what? Software. This working software we are going to be placing on hundreds of servers. While we are going to be delivering working software into production servers, make sure whether you are going to be delivering within a shortest time or not, with a high quality or not, with a low cost or not. It's nothing but what? DevOps process. For our satisfaction, let us revise this point. So as a DevOps engineer, we are going to be delivering working software from dev environment to production environment with an automated way. Within a shortest time, with the high quality, with low cost. If we can able to deliver working software into production environment with an automated way, is nothing but what? DevOps process. But as a DevOps engineer, we are going to be replacing with the complex pipeline with transparent pipeline. Complex pipeline with what? Transparent pipeline. Complex pipeline with what? Transparent pipeline. So SDLC is a complex pipeline. DevOps is a transparent pipeline. Why we are calling SDLC is a complex pipeline? Why? Because it is a manual process. Why? Because it is a manual process. Due to this manual process, so while we are implementing, while we are delivering from analysis to design, design to implementation, implementation testing, testing to deploy. So due to this manual process, while delivering working software in this process, if you got any issue in the middle, any problem in the middle, for identification, it will take long time. For resolving issue also, it will take long time. Understood? If it is take long time, definitely cost is increased. Am I right? Quality is definitely decreased. So for our understanding this SDLC, I'll give one more example. So we have a water pipeline and underground, somewhere else it's a blockage. It is not a leakage, it is a blockage. So can able to find this problem immediately? No. So we require experts. We need to hire experts to pay more salary. Even experts can able to find immediately? No. It will take time to identify. And moreover, we can able to fix this issue also. It will take long time. See, in meanwhile, our customers are waiting or not? The customers are facing a problem or not? The same issue in SDLC also, due to the manual process, to resolve issue, to deliver product, it will take long time. That means cost will be increased, quality is decreased, cost is also increased. So to resolve this issue, we are going to be replacing with what? SDLC. We are going to be replacing with what? SDLC with what? DevOps transparent pipeline. In this DevOps transparent pipeline, everything is automated, everything is a transparent. Due to this transparent, so if you got any issue in the middle, for example, it is a water pipeline, everything is a transparent. So by one look itself, we can able to find it or not? Yes, we can. And we can able to resolve this issue as soon as possible or not? Yes. The same way, our DevOps transparent pipeline also. Our DevOps transparent pipeline also. DevOps transparent pipeline also. Got it very clear. So in this DevOps transparent pipeline, if we got any issue, we can identify this problem as soon as possible. We can resolve immediately. Because if everything is automated, everything is a transparent, we can able to deliver as soon as possible. We can fix the issue. We can satisfy customer. We can increase our productivity with low cost, with high quality. This is what exactly DevOps process. But actual DevOps process is look like this. In this DevOps process, we have a plan, coding, integration, testing, release, deploy, and operations. But in this DevOps process, our roles and responsibilities start from dev environment, ends with operations. Ends with what? Operations. So that means we are part of coding, we are part of integration, we are part of testing, we are part of release, we are part of deploy, we are part of operation. But to be frankly, we are not part of planning. We are not writing any coding. We are not writing any test cases. Sir, what exactly we are going to be doing in this? Just we are going to be implementing an automated transparent pipeline from dev environment to operations. While we are going to be delivering the working software, the lines of code we are calling as what? The working software into production servers. Make sure whether you are going to be delivering within a shortest time, with high quality, with low cost, with low failure rate is nothing but what? DevOps process. For implementing this DevOps process, we are going to be learning some tools type. Which are all the tools type we're going to be learning? Git we are going to be using. Git is a version control. Maven is a build tool. Jenkins is an automation tool. JFrog is an Active Factory. SonarQube is a code analyzer. Ansible, we are going to be learning. And Chef, we're going to be learning. And AWS, we are going to be learning. Docker, we are going to be learning. Kubernetes, we are going to be learning. Vagrant, we are going to be learning. Nagios, we are going to be learning. Elk, we are going to be learning. Terraform also, we're going to be learning. By helping of these are all the tools, we are going to be implementing CI/CD process, continuous integration, making working software, and continuous delivery. Once if you are implementing continuous integration, continuous delivery, the working software we're going to be placing on hundreds of servers. We're placing our application on website on hundreds of servers. We're calling as what? Deploy. So to implement this process, we are going to be using these are all the tool stack: Git, Maven, Jenkins, JFrog, SonarQube, Ansible, Chef, AWS, Docker, Kubernetes, Vagrant, Nagios, Elk, and Terraform. So while implementing CI/CD process, after continuous integration, continuous delivery, then we are going to be deploying our applications on, we're going to be deploying on hundreds of, what is an application? Anybody help me? Please. Application is nothing but what? What is an application, please? Please. What is an application? Application is nothing but what? Website. The working software, which is written any programming language, we are called as an application or not? Yes. This application we are going to be placing on servers. So, but my question is, so for maintaining this application, for deploying our application, for placing our application, we require infrastructure. We require infrastructure. Sir, what is infrastructure? Please tell me. What is an exactly infrastructure? For example, to maintain, to conduct the session, what kind of infrastructure is required? Laptop is required, internet is required, TV, projector, lights, AC, my remote, my AC remote, my water bottle. These are all infrastructure to conduct this online session, right or not? This is DevOps class, the same way. My question is, for deploying our application, for maintaining our application, what kind of infrastructure is required? It requires service, network, storage, database, and so on. So these are all major infrastructure is required to maintain, to deploy our application. But my question is, how many ways we can, how many ways to get infrastructure? Please tell. Either we can able to get physical form, or a virtual form, or a cloud form. Either we can able to get from physical environment, virtual environment, or cloud environment. Cloud environment. Cloud environment. Cloud environment. Physical environment, virtual environment, and cloud environment. But tell me, what is the cloud computing? What is the cloud first? What is in exactly cloud? Cloud is nothing but internet. Cloud is nothing but a internet. But what is the computing? Please help me. Collection of hardware we're calling as what? Computing power. Like RAM, CPU, motherboard, disk, hard disk, which you have in your laptop. The hardware resources we are calling as what? Computing power. That's what we're calling as a computer. Computer has a computing, that's what we're calling as a computer. But these resources, if you are going to be accessing, our internet in a virtual form is nothing but a cloud computing. What is the cloud computing? Anybody help me? If you can able to access the remote placed resources over internet in a virtual form from your laptop is nothing but what? Cloud computing. Don't worry, I'll explain one more time. Listen very carefully. So what is the cloud computing, please? What exactly cloud computing? The remote placed resources. The remote placed resources. If you can able to access our internet from a laptop is nothing but what? Cloud computing. First, let us try to understand what is a data center. The data center is just like your building, like this Maitrivanam building. So the huge computing power, keeping in a rack wise in a big room, we calling as a data center. These data centers are existing in different geographical locations, like in US, in Singapore, in Mumbai, in Hyderabad, in different geographical locations, like this building. So how we can able to see this building the same way, the data centers also look like that only. It is a physical form. And a rack wise in a big room. We calling as a data center. So if you can access a server, a network, a database, a storage in a virtual form over internet from your laptop is nothing but a cloud computing. Cloud computing. This data center is located in US, means remote placed location. Remote placed resources. Which are all the resources? Either server, network, database, storage. If you can able to access over internet in a virtual form from your laptop is nothing but what? Cloud computing. Any cloud is a rental based infrastructure. Any cloud is providing a rental based infrastructure. We are not buying anything, we are going to be taking a rental. Any cloud is going to be providing a rental based infrastructure for deploying our application, for maintaining our application. The best example to understand this point. So I want to go for railway station to understand. I'll give a good example. I want to go to railway station. Just for reaching a railway station, so are we going to be buying a car or else rental car? I want to go buy a car only. But two ways we can able to get it. One is buying car, another is rental car, which is easy for you. Okay, if you want to buy a car, what will happen? What will happen? So we need to spend upfront amount, 10 lakhs rupees. We need to 100% amount we need to pay. Then driving license, pollution check, insurance copy. Moreover, driver is required. Monthly maintenance also it is expensive. But instead of this roll headache, just book a Ola cab. Within 10 minutes, the car is available at your doorstep. Getting into the car, reach your railway station, tariff 500 rupees, you need to pay. Your purpose is fulfilled or not? Your purpose is resolved, but you don't need to maintain your car also. So where is 10 lakhs? Where is your 500? Monthly also not maintaining the car also. But the same way, just for deploying a Flipkart kind of applications, we require an infrastructure. That infrastructure we're going to be getting as a rental based. We're going to be deploying our applications and fulfill the purpose, and we're going to be pay rent for every month. But instead of taking rental service, if you are going to be buying a server, what will happen? We need to buy upfront amount. We need to keep in a big room. We need to maintenance and monthly rental and monthly expenses like employee salaries and AC bill, current bill, so housekeeping, a lot of headache. So instead of this all, we are gonna be using a rental based infrastructure. So the rental based, any cloud is going to be providing a rental based infrastructure. Any cloud, either Azure, Google, and AWS. AWS in the sense of what? Amazon Web Services. AWS is a company. It is providing cloud. AWS is providing cloud service provider. AWS is a cloud service provider. What is a cloud? We understood. By using cloud, we can able to get a rental infrastructure. In AWS, totally, we are going to be discussing 4 models again. VPC model, EC2 model, RDS model, and S3 model. VPC model, EC2 model, RDS model, and S3 model. VPC, EC2, RDS, and S3. And S3. So what is the meaning of VPC, please? VPC is nothing but a network. EC2 is nothing but a servers. RDS is nothing but a database. S3 is nothing but a storage. So whatever infrastructure is required, we can able to get it from cloud by using, these are all the models: VPC model, EC2 model, RDS model, S3 model. On top of it, we can able to deploy our applications on hundreds of servers by using DevOps process. While implementing this DevOps process, we are going to be using, these are all the tools. Okay, little bit deeper. What is a VPC? What is EC2? What is RDS? What is S3? Let us discuss a little bit deeper for today. Okay, what is VPC, guys? Please, VPC is nothing but a network, a private network, a office kind of private network. We can able to get it. VPC is nothing but a office kind of network, a private network. How exactly your office physical network, the same kind of network we can able to get it from cloud in a virtual form. We can't be seen. So isolated private network, we can able to get it from internet in a virtual form is nothing but a VPC. By using VPC, we can able to create a n number of networks. We can able to create a n number of networks. On top of it, we can able to create a service by helping of EC2. What is EC2? Elastic Cloud Compute. By helping of EC2, we can able to create a server. Server is just like your laptop, which are all the components available in your laptop. By helping of the same components, we can able to create a server. Server is your deploying our application. Laptop is just for a browsing. So let us try to understand one more time. So we are going to be creating a network first. On top of, we are going to be creating a server, EC2. On top of, we're going to be deploying a hardware kind of application. Example. A hardware kind of application I want to deploy. How first we need to design a network? First, we need to design a network. On top of, we create a server. On top of, we're going to be placing our hardware application. How I'm accessing this same way? We are going to be accessing our application from your laptops. Done. But what about customer information, login information? Login information, please tell me. Like email address, phone number, where we can able to maintain in a database. RDS is a relational database services. By helping of this, we can able to get a MySQL kind of database, Oracle kind of database. Okay. So application placing on EC2 or customer information maintaining on database. But what about this Blu-ray printed larger files? Like a Blu-ray printed larger files, like a movie files, like a more than 6 GB files. Can able to inserting into the database? No. We are going to be hold with what? S3. S3 is an external storage like a Google Drive. How exactly I'm accessing this PPT presentation from Google Drive? The same way S3 storage also. S3 is external storage. We can upload, we can download any kind of file, like video, audio, anything. So by helping of these are all infrastructure, either VPC, EC2, RDS, VPC, we can able to get infrastructure. On top of this infrastructure, we are going to be placing our application. While you are placing our application, we are going to be using DevOps process. This is an automated process. While you are using an automated DevOps process, we are going to be using, these are all the tools. I hope you people are understand very clearly for today what is DevOps and what is the difference between DevOps and AWS. Simply I can say AWS providing infrastructure. On top of it, we're going to be implementing DevOps process, an automated process. While implementing, we require a tool stack. So simply I can write in a single line, we can deploy our applications on AWS infrastructure That's it. It is, we are understanding only single line for today. The whole class and a single line. Okay, that's it, guys, please, for today. So we will be continuing tomorrow. Tomorrow we will be continuing. Tomorrow we'll start a little bit regular classes. What are the server types of servers? So how many ways we can able to get a server? What is the difference between physical servers to virtual server to the cloud server? We're going to be discussing. Okay, tomorrow also theory class, and day after tomorrow onwards we're going to be start practical sessions. So there is no 1 week demos. Today's we understood what is a DevOps, what is AWS, understood. No more prolong. So tomorrow onwards, a little bit move forwarding into the understanding about difference between types of servers. Then day after tomorrow onwards, regular sessions. This is exactly a result. Okay, fine. So do you have any questions, please? So do you have any questions, please? Offline students or online students, please. So we will meet with the same meeting link. So where you join, how you join for today, tomorrow also will be continue in the same way. We need to separately, not in AWS. So tools is not in AWS. So in AWS, we are going to be getting only infrastructure only. This infrastructure we're going to be getting from AWS. But tools are separately. Through Google, we can able to download and install. So is there any other questions, please? Yeah, that's it, guys, please. So we'll be continue tomorrow with the same meeting link, same time, same place. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks.